Mr. Onash, why did you join the military?
Well, two reasons I joined the military. One, my family has been in the military for a long time. My grandfather was in World War II. My father was in Vietnam. My older brother was in Kosovo. So, it's been in my family. Plus, ever since I saw my first G.I. Joe cartoon when I was little, I knew I wanted to be in the Army.
Do you recall your first days of service?
Oh, yeah. Got on a bus in South Carolina, and my first memories is this extremely large black man getting on the bus and getting in my face and yelling at me and telling me in some of the most obscene ways to get my stuff and get off the bus. It was kind of traumatizing for a 17-year-old kid.
What was your first thought when you were told you were being deployed?
Actually, me and a couple of my buddies, we were at the library studying for a test. We were doing some night classes, and we had a test the following day. And when our lieutenant called us and let us know we were being deployed, we just kind of shut our books and were like, "Oh, we're not worried about the test. We're going to war, so let's go to Waffle House."
How did you get through it?
How did I get through my deployment? Well, keeping my head down when stuff exploded. I don't know. There were several times I should have died over there. I don't know how I got through it. Grace of God.
Where were you stationed overseas?
I was at Camp Victory in Baghdad, Iraq. It was one of Saddam's palaces that we took from him, and beautiful place. Just kind of, it was like living in a game of Battleship, because every night they would fire in mortars and rockets, and we literally had trailers there like named E1, E2, E3, and sometimes they would get hit and blown up. So me and my buddy Myers always joked, it's like we're living in Battleship.
How long were you deployed?
376 days, from February of 04 until March of 05.
What was your first day like after you were deployed?
Well, we got to Iraq, and some of the people that have been there a long time are leaving, and new people are coming in, so there's a mixture of veterans with brand new people. And I remember that first night going to sleep in my tent and then hearing rocket and mortar fire exploding all around the base, and I jumped up out of my cot, and when I took off running, I hit something and scraped the crap out of my ankle and shin area and hit the ground. Well, everyone was laughing at me. And then one of the guys that had been there a while says, "Dude, it's just safer to stay in the tent because there's sandbag walls around it. Unless they hit the tent directly, you should be okay." And I just remember going, I wish I would have known that before I took off running in the dark across this area.
How did getting sent packages affect your day?
Oh man, I remember on mail call day, it was... I had my mother sending me packages. At the time, I had her church group sending me packages, and it was always like Christmas. And I remember my buddy Myers, he never got anything sent to him, so I would always share what I had. And it was just nice because you could get items that you couldn't really get when you were there. People could send you what you liked, and it was always nice to get the jerky and whatever else I'd asked for. Except the one bad thing is my mother would always send a stuffed animal in the package. And it got to the point where my wall locker started to get full of these stuffed animals. And that became the talk of the tent for quite some time. Why does Onash have all these stuffed animals in his locker? But other than that, it was great.